Hello! I'm Kate, and over the last 3 weeks, I sang a choral piece by myself, all 7 parts, and then made a music video. I also changed scope halfway through and added a vocoder. Classic Kate. But yeah, the general concept was, could I sing a choral piece and then make a music video out of it? Let's find out. I am going to be singing Let My Love Be Heard by Let My Love Be Heard by Jake Runestad. This is such a beautiful piece. It has sweeping melodies, this beautiful section where it just like builds into this very triumphant, angelic, chorus of just I get so many goosebumps just all over my body. It's beautiful. It's also very much written for men. So, let's do this. This note here, where is it? This F here, F sharp. I think I can do it in a microphone, but maybe not here. Oh, I think we can keep it. Whiteout, very important. So I don't sing the wrong notes. The problem is, I'm not a guy, and a lot of times the tenor part holds the melody in this, and if I pop it into the soprano line, it's possible, I can do it, but it's really, really high, and something about a soprano singing a melody line really high, like above the staff, hits different, so I'm kind of struggling here to keep these lines sounding halfway decent, but it can be done. Okay, so originally, my vision for this had kind of been I wanted to have 6 of me standing in this space, and because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to memorize the music, I wanted to have my music stand positioned with tape or something that I would be able to see where I could put it and then kind of Frankenstein all the clips together, you know? But now that I'm looking at how much space I actually have, I don't think there's a way that I can fit 6 of these music stands, which really sucks because that means I'm gonna have to memorize. Okay, but first, we will record. Jesus Christus. Good morning. So I have the whole recording from yesterday. I think I'm happy with it. So today, I'm gonna be condensing all of the parts so that I have as few of me as possible that I have to fit into this studio. I'm gonna make those adjustments here, which means this music is basically useless to me now. Sorry, Jake. Oh hey, so yesterday was a long day. I did get everything recorded that I wanted to get recorded, the whole song. I haven't listened to it yet, and I don't have any reverb or anything on it, so it's just the raw audio. God, I hope it sounds good. I'm a little nervous. Let my love be heard. Let my love be heard. I'm so pleased. Obviously the tracks aren't quite balanced yet, so what I need to do next is I'm gonna put this down, pull out parts that are supposed to have the melody and then make a couple of the other things go away. Basically your standard mixing, I need to do that. Let's go into GarageBand. I'm so excited about this. It's so pretty. Disaster has struck. Okay, so what happened is there's this little section that gets very tricky. It's like a bunch of little triplets that happen. And when you're all together in an ensemble that's singing this piece, it makes all the sense in the world, and it's very easy. Well, in theory, it's very easy. When you don't have that ensemble for context, though, and you try and do this section, it's a little more difficult. I realized that as I was recording, I did not take this into account, where I'm supposed to be starting this like triplet section over the top of the section that came before it right here. I didn't do that. And actually what I unintentionally did was throw off all the timing. In theory, it should have been relatively easy because all you have to do is just follow a click, right? Except I didn't do a click. You know what I did do? Hear how even that is? Because it's fine. It's gonna be, I mean, it's not fine, that's the point. Okay, let's go. It's September 1st. I can officially plug my scent back in. So you know when you have an idea, it's a good idea, and then you go to execute that idea. And then you have a better idea. You guys all know that I'm going through this sort of, maybe you don't know. Hey, I should tell you. I'm going through this sort of like deconstruction of my classical upbringing, training, whatever. Not just the singing, although that's definitely a huge part of it, but also everything I was exposed to, or rather not exposed to, as I was a part of the classical music industry. So here's what happened. I was messing around with some stuff in GarageBand, and then I accidentally hit the wrong plugin. It was like called Stardust or something like that. I didn't hate it. And then I got curious. What other plugins does GarageBand have that I would never have thought to have applied to this? And now I've decided I want to do something different. Even in the choral world, Imogen Heap is super well known. So I think I want to do something like that. What happens when you put a classical choir concept together with the vocoder concept? What sort of baby does that make? I want to see what it sounds like. So that's the direction we're going now. So what I've done so far is I've put on something called a flanger and a phaser. Let's listen. Like, it's kind of there, but it sounds way too far away for me. Yeah, but it has that robot quality, which I like. So I'm gonna do a little bit more experimentation. Holy shit. I'm incredibly happy with this right now. Something I did in the beginning that I really like is like the solo line. I octave that down. Something else I noticed, now that I'm listening to it with all these effects on it, it sucks. All these things I did here, these balancy thingamabobs, no longer work. So I have to redo it. But it's gonna be worth it, right? Yes, 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 it is. Horrifying classical musicians. Kind of my thing. I have a whole podcast about it. Never heard I ever. Entertains you on your bike ride to work and reminds you of all the music you love that I have never heard before, which is pretty much everything. I also have a co-host who is not a classical musician, so if you need more content, there you go. Anyhow, it's done! I think it's decent, or at least it's doing what it's supposed to do, which is, you know, take my ego down a few notches. Can I interest you in some details? Here you can see all the parts. I mean, all the parts. Oh my God, it's still going. Check out this bass line. It sounds a little bit like a monster, but Okay, and then in the context of everything. Oh, I just love it. And then this section here. Again, just the soprano part, because that part's not originally written. It gets me every time. And then, of course, the echo effects at the ends of all the phrases, like here at the end of the climax. Two things going on there. One is the echo here, and then the other one is this effect called shooting star, not stardust. What have I been doing for years not using this kind of stuff? So yeah, it's now been over a month since I posted, but that's okay because good things take time. Or, well, hopefully good things take, you know what, we'll find out. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to check out the podcast. It's just more of this, basically, plus what happened. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what I can do to sound much better next time, besides, record the parts with all of the things I want to do in mind. Trivial. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, let's go hear the thing.
Let my love be heard. Let my love be heard. Whispering in your Let my love be heard. Let my love be heard. Let my love be Angels, where you soar up to Let my love be heard.
This is like literally every piece of clothing I own.